I added Pearl Harbor to Minecraft.
Right. Alright, man, look, today we're back with we're back with a content creator, you know, with a guy, he's something. We're back with some more Fingees content. We're gonna check out what Fingees been up to recently. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it can't get worse, right?
Flash. I added invading Venezuela to Minecraft.
It can't get worse, right? Like, get into it. Like, check out what Fingees been doing.
I added Hantavirus to Minecraft.
Right. Right. we just started back, actually. You know what I'm saying? We like actually like just got back. Right.
When you make a new world, you now spawn on a cruise ship, and at first it's fun, like you can ride all the slides, but you'll start to see little rats with hantavirus running around.
Okay.
And all the food on the cruise will be suspiciously rat
Now, why the hell they threw Ratatouille up in this? This is the Ratatouille meal.
shaped, like this ratatouille or
Okay.
these rat meatballs.
Okay.
And then the villagers on the cruise will start to get sick. They'll keel over with abdominal pain, and they'll cough hantavirus particles straight into the mouths of the other villagers.
Right.
If you get infected, you'll start coughing up rats.
What am I watching? I actually circled back to this. That's my fault. That's on me. That's my bad. That's my bad.
Which is mostly bad for when you're on a date. But luckily, everyone knows you can only have one disease at a time. So you can avoid hantavirus by drinking a soda and giving yourself Fantavirus, which will turn you into a Fanta.
What the fuck am I? You know what? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Or by giving yourself Mantavirus,
Right.
which will turn you from a man to virus.
Okay.
I'm adding Plantavirus next time,
Okay.
which lets you plant viruses in the ground. So like and subscribe.
You know what? I'll go ahead and like that for you, twin. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
I added more babies to my pregnant woman battle royale. Before, when you attacked with your baby,
Pregnant woman battle royale.
the range was set so that every hit looked like it was hitting, but
Are they still connected via umbilical cord? Oh my god.
a lot of people said it was hard to land attacks, so I made your baby pregnant too, and now you play as
What?
a pregnant woman holding a pregnant baby holding another baby.
Yo, get this nigga, bro. Remove his access to computers, bro. Remove his access to computers, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, Fingees. What's going on, bro? What's going on, bro? Talk to me.
This means it should be way easier to land hits, but the other big complaint I got was that people were camping in the pharmacy and spamming heals. So I added a nursery room to the hospital, and just like in real life, you can hold E to absorb a baby, which will make your own baby bigger and stronger.
Absorb it just like real life. Just like real life, you can absorb the baby and consume the baby and make your baby bigger. Right.
This means that if people are camping, you can power up your own baby 4 times.
Holy shit.
And then you can hit someone once to unalive them instantly.
Okay.
I also added a leaderboard, fixed the game window, and made it so you should always find a game within a minute. You can play right now at fingees.com, and I'm adding pregnant men next time, so like
I'm about to play this game for the gaming channel. Holy shit. Hey, if you want to see me play this game on a gaming channel, put Sim the Gamer in the comments.
I added triangles to Minecraft. The new Sulfur cube is kind of boring, so I made this Sulfur pyramid instead. And just like how you can put a block in the Sulfur cube, you can put a block in the Sulfur pyramid, but when you
Okay.
take it out, it's going to be pyramid shaped. You can fit 6 whole pyramid blocks in the space of 1 block, so we can immediately store 6 times as many resources in our treasure room. But blocks
Okay.
like pyramid chests can only store 1/6 as many items.
Right,
and
right.
pyramid furnaces smelt everything into triangle-shaped items, which can
Right,
be used
right.
to craft stuff like triangle pickaxes, where the pixels are made of triangles instead
Right,
of squares.
right,
This
right.
is bad not because it breaks Minecraft's renderer and makes the game really laggy, but
Right.
because it'll attract your geometry teacher, and then you'll be stuck in an unskippable.
Anytime I think I know what's gonna happen next, I genuinely don't. Where the fuck did geometry teacher come from, Fingees? Is this a dumb mod? Bro, he just makes mods, bro.
Pythagorean theorem cutscene. I'm adding the sulfur sphere next time, which
Right.
obviously lets us place spheres, which means we have sphere cows
Right.
and meat balls next. I improved Minecraft's new Sulfur slime. They just announced this new Sulfur cube mob, and it's like a slime except you can put a block in it. And if the block is something slippery like ice, the cube will be slippery. And if it's heavy, the cube will be heavy. So the obvious question is what happens when you put an end rod in it. Next up, I'm putting a piston.
Why'd they make that face? Huh? Why'd they make that face? What is that? What's that? Right.
Next up, I'm putting a piston in it, and originally, I thought it would be funny if activating the piston just completely destroyed the slime, but it's actually better if the piston can stretch out the slime, and then we can fit 2 blocks in there instead of 1. If you make those 2 blocks pistons, we can make the Sulfur cube 4 blocks tall, and we can keep going and going until it's 256 blocks tall. Or we could rotate the pistons to make the Sulfur cube wide instead of tall, so we can eventually fit an entire house into our Sulfur cube.
For sure.
The other Sulfur cubes would be horrified to see their brother disfigured like this though, so next time, I'm letting you save them from their misery by removing their eye.
This nigga's sick. Yo, he's sick, he's sick, he's sick.
I added Pearl Harbor to Minecraft.
Right.
It's a beautiful new beach biome, but what makes it really special is if you go into the harbor, you'll find these underwater clams, which all have a pearl inside. Clams will always open up eventually, but it could take hours, and you can't mine a clam to get the pearl inside, or else I'd have to let you mine every mob to get what's inside of it. Our TNT won't work either because we're underwater, but we can go to the Eastern Cherry Blossom Village where they're working on new forms of TNT because they're at war with a bunch of other villages, and if we ask nicely, they'll actually drop their TNT onto our Pearl Harbor for us, and these bombs work underwater, so all we have to do is collect the pearls afterwards. Ender pearls let you teleport because Endermen can teleport, so these clam pearls let you turn into a clam because clams can clam, and being a clam is great if you want to hang out underwater and not be able to move or do anything at all. I'm adding Ender Pearl Harbor to Minecraft next time, so like and subscribe.
What the fuck does clams can clam mean?
I added blenders to Minecraft. Constantly chewing on tough foods like steak will make your jaw big and overdeveloped.
What the fuck is this?
Which means no villager girls will want to date you. So you're better off putting your meat in a blender and drinking it instead. To save time, you can just put the whole cow in a blender, but it doesn't really fit, and the blender is going to shake around a lot trying to blend up this cow, which is going to shake the blocks around you. This might not look that bad, but it's causing the tectonic plates beneath you to shake as well, which will create an earthquake in the nearest village. Usually, you'd have to spend hours luring a villager into your blender just to get some villager juice, but all these villagers getting crushed inside their homes means you can get a bunch of villager juice for free without even using a blender. Be careful though, because if you create too many earthquakes, some villagers will start to evolve into blender villagers that can create earthquakes of their own, and then it'll just be over for your world. I'm adding tornadoes next time, which you can summon by running the blender without a lid, so like and subscribe.
Right. It all makes sense, chat. There's not one thing in here that we should question at all. It all makes sense.
I added Minecraft to Roblox.
What the fuck is this?
I've been making mods for a while now, but there are some things that are impossible in Minecraft. Like I want to make a wipeout course, but the square Minecraft hands and feet could never grip onto a round ball like this. And these things are supposed to push you off, but Minecraft isn't built for collisions, so I made it in Roblox instead. I had to play like 100 Roblox games to understand how they work, and the only fun one was Steal the Brain Rot, where you get to steal stuff from other people. So I turned my wipeout course into like a capture the flag game, where you can steal other people's rare flags by taking it from their island and bringing it back to yours. And I added a bunch of items to help, like this jetpack that lets you fly.
His character looks so fucking gross. His character looks so fucking gross.
I'm Fingees, and these are the 10 Minecraft updates I would do. In Spring to Life, they added 1 flower and some reskin baby mobs, but that's a bit disappointing, so to undo it, I'll remove the skin from the babies.
Right.
Then I would do a Spring to Life 2 update, which adds baby mobs. And then I would do a Spring update, where I add springs that you can put on your feet to help you jump higher and farther. Next up is the ring update, where if you hear too many loud explosions, you'll get tinnitus, and everything will constantly be ringing. And then I'd add the ring to life update, which lets you craft this ring of life, and you can put it on any dead mob to bring them back to life, but then they'll be married to you, and they'll always follow you around and nag you to clean the house. Then I do
Yo, something's wrong with this nigga. That nigga is not right in the head, bro. What the fuck is this? Nigga said it nagging you to clean the house. Hello?
Then I do a spring to wife update, which should actually be called wife to spring because it actually lets you turn your wife into a spring.
What?
And then I would do a spring to life 3 update. And I'm adding the top comment next time, so like and subscribe.
What? Like, what?
I added mold to Minecraft. If you
Right.
pour water on the floor, mold will start to grow on the
Right.
walls, and it'll keep spreading to your ceiling and even through your chimney, so the neighbors will all know your house as the mold house. If that wasn't bad enough, you're also breathing this mold in,
Okay.
so it'll get in your lungs and eventually
What the fuck is this? What is...
grow out of your mouth, which means you'll start leaving a trail of mold everywhere you go.
Right.
I know you're thinking, okay, so I just won't pour water on the floor. But whenever it rains, your house will flood. And to prevent you from just building your house in the desert, I also added this water zombie.
This nigga said I made a water zombie. Right.
And this guy will break down your doors to get into your house.
Right.
And then he'll just die and leave a bunch of water everywhere. The mold isn't all bad though, because you'll actually need to use it as a mold to craft items. Like this is how you have to make a pickaxe now. And this doesn't mean crafting tables are useless either, because they still help to show you where to place the items. Although everything does have mold in them now, so they will expire. I'm adding Myung next time, so like and
That just pissed me off. Young? Young. Right.
I added sticky pistons to Minecraft. To start off with, I made it so that slimes get smaller and smaller every time you kill them. And
Okay.
at some point, they'll be barely visible atom-sized slimes. And if you kill this one, you'll split the slime atom and cause a slime nuke, which is
Right.
going to cover your entire world in slime. Blocks like wood and stone are now sticky wood and sticky stone. And if you use them to craft a stone pickaxe, it'll actually be a sticky stone pickaxe that picks up all the blocks it mines. This means to craft something like a furnace, you're actually going to need 8 sticky pickaxes with a cobblestone stuck to them like this. And to make matters worse,
We gotta find how this nigga brain work. On baby. Get that nigga brain for science right
when you
now.
use the furnace, all the handles are going to light on
Right.
fire and burn you. The good news is that all the mobs are slimed down and stuck too, so you might think you don't need to
What
install
the
my washing machine mod to get mobs stuck anymore, but you actually do because
Yo, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. What is that? What do you mean? Washing machine mod. What is happening?
my washing machine mod to
Yeah,
get
right,
mobs
right.
stuck anymore. But you actually do because you'll have to put every single block in your world in the washing machine to unslime it.
Right. Right. You know what? Hell yeah. You got it, bro.
I added next to Minecraft. Vanilla combat is pretty boring, so now you have to left and right click a mob's neck to break it. But be careful because they're trying to do the same thing to you. And even if you had a totem of undying, I don't see how it's going to fix your
Yo, is he good? Yo, something's wrong with this nigga, bro.
neck. And it's pretty hard to play the game like this, so in hardcore worlds, you'll need to separate a skeleton's head from its body to get a replacement neck. And this
A
works
replacement
fine,
neck.
but it's annoying to have to build a skeleton neck factory just to stay alive. So I added
Okay.
this giraffe to Minecraft. And no mob in Minecraft can reach high enough to break a giraffe neck. So if you trap a giraffe in a deep hole and separate its head from its body, you can equip it for yourself, and then you won't have to worry about other mobs. You can also walk
Get this shit the fuck in my face. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. What the fuck is this? Nigga said you ain't taking notes? What you want me to do?
You can also walk around and break zombie necks without them breaking yours.
Okay, for
Although I
sure.
did add a delay after you eat food because now it has to go down your long neck before it gets to your stomach. I'm adding next time, so like I improved the new copper golem. Right now, it picks up items from a copper chest and sorts them into regular chests, but it doesn't make sense that they're doing such tedious work for free, so I made them really want to steal your copper. And you can stop them from doing this by catching a thief and hanging him up using a lead, and then making the other copper golems watch him get constantly electrocuted. But if you don't do that, they'll use the copper to build a bigger copper golem, and then that bigger copper golem will ransack your chests looking for even more copper to build an even bigger copper golem. And before you know it, your entire world is going to be made out of copper, and you'll be constantly hiding from the guys you enslaved to sort your chests for you. The good news is I also added gold and diamond and emerald golems, and they'll fight the copper golems for resources. So your world will actually just be a war zone of robots fighting each other all the time. I'm adding the top comment next time, so like and subscribe.
Yo, this nigga is... Nigga, isn't that Transformers?
I improved Minecraft Lucky Blocks.
That's luck? Are you good?
Nothing is that unlucky if you know it might happen. So to start off with, I've disguised Lucky Blocks as normal blocks with a question mark. And now you might break one block of stone and accidentally detonate an entire nuke, which is especially unlucky because all this leftover radiation is going to cause the United States to suspect you have nuclear weapons, and then they'll raid your base and drop even more bombs on it. While we're on the topic of political Lucky Blocks, this is the getting deported Lucky Block, which will cause ICE agents to detain you and then deport you to a biome you're probably not even from. It's probably bad game design that you can accidentally mine one block and end up with a family that you have to take care of forever. So I let you brush a block with a feather to reveal if there's a lucky block hiding underneath. This is great for when there is a lucky block, but if there's not, the regular block is gonna open its mouth and say something like, "Whoa, stop touching me. That's really inappropriate." I'm adding sucky blocks tomorrow, like and subscribe.
Sucky blocks? What the fuck is... Yo, this thing is bugging, bro. You know what? Hell yeah. Nigga said the ice blocks. You get deported to a biome you're not from. Right.
I added clankers to Minecraft. The good copper golems sort your chests, but the bad ones will just walk around making a ton of noise. And this is especially bad because I gave you these ears, which will eventually start to bleed, just like mine are right now. You'll need to replace them by shearing off the ears of a rabbit and putting them onto your own head. Although donkey, piglin, and warden ears will work as well. Luckily for you, you can farm ears by naming a copper golem a gearhead, which will give them a gear head. And then putting two gear heads together like this to let animals get ground up for their ears. If you want to decorate this, you can name a copper golem
Cogsucker.
a cog sucker, which will give them a mouth and make them love to attach themselves to gears and cogs. And to round out our robot slurs, you can name one a toaster to have them turn into a toaster, which means mobs that walk into it will get turned into toast and leave only their ears behind. Like and subscribe.
Right.
I added endless suffering to Minecraft, and I did it by adding unskippable crafting animations. Crafting like this is unrealistic, so now when you craft something, you first have to watch this animation where you grab the tools on the side of the crafting table, try them out to make sure they work, place all the necessary items down, and then painstakingly assemble them piece by piece. And don't even think about using an autocrafter, because now that's just a baby villager in a foreign country who's forced to craft the items for you. And smelting was already slow, but now you have to watch yourself shovel coal into the furnace and put on oven mitts to take items out. Repairing something with an anvil now means watching yourself hammer the item once for every durability that was lost. But I'm a nice guy, so when you enchant, you only have to watch a magical being read and annotate every single page of the enchanting table book first. I'm letting you pay real money to speed up the animation.
Yeah, get the fuck out my face.
I added the Loch Ness monster to Minecraft. You can summon it by crafting bagpipes with pufferfish and bamboo, and then playing them near water.
What the fuck?
It's a new boss, but you can't go and fight it in water because it's really big and it'll eat you right off.
Okay.
Even if you're on a boat.
Type shit.
Or unfortunately, a submarine.
That's a submarine? Alright, for sure.
If you get eaten, you'll be stuck inside the Loch Ness monster until you run out of food. there's an infinite amount of flesh blocks to mine out of. When you're on land, it will attack you like this.
Right.
It can also move and throw entire buildings,
Damn!
which you should be careful to not get hit by.
For sure.
I added Babylonian civilization to Minecraft. You guys predicted that the Babylonian villagers are all babies,
Okay.
but what's really important is that since they were the first civilization, they have a portal to the beginning dimension, which is kind of the opposite of the end. Everything is made of
There's fucking baby enders. Alright, okay.
beginning stone, which is like what endstone looked like before they began texturing it. And instead of endermen, we have beginner men. And instead of picking up blocks, beginner men are still learning how to walk and often get stuck climbing a block.
Right.
Which makes them easy to unalive for these beginner pearls that let you just type in the coordinates you want to teleport to. We obviously also have the beginner
Baby dragon,
who
okay.
isn't very dangerous, but most importantly, you can get these new clovers that give you the beginner's luck effect, which means the first time you do anything, you'll get really lucky.
God
For
damn.
example, when you shoot your first arrow, it'll always find a way to hit, and when
Right.
you place your first sapling, it'll grow into a
Damn.
giant tree. Like and subscribe.
You know what? You got it, bro. You got it, bro.
I added Jack Black to Minecraft.
What
You
the
can
fuck?
unalive him for black dye, or keep him alive to farm his kidneys from him. He's the first.
His kidneys! What
He's
would
the
you need
first human in Minecraft though, so he needs to eat and drink and use the bathroom. And in the Minecraft movie, a human falls in love with a villager, so you can breed Jack Black with villagers to
Breed?
make half Jack Black, half villager babies, which you can then farm
Gross.
for
Oh god, gross. Gross. Burn it with fire. What the fuck is that?
more kidneys. The
More
kidneys are
kidneys?
going to go bad if you don't do anything with them. So I added this new hospital structure for you to
Right.
bring them to. And if you go to the children's orthopedic wing, where all the baby villagers with broken knees are, you can use your kidneys to fix kidneys.
Yo, what the fuck is wrong with this? You can use kidneys to fix kidneys. Alright.
In fact, you can give a kid as many kidneys as
Right.
they want, but kidneys won't work on adult villagers because they need adult knees. I hate racism, so I'm adding Jack White to Minecraft. I added executions to Minecraft. Villages now come with an
Yo, why the fuck is his fucking chesticle so big? That nigga's chest is huge, bruh.
executioner villager, which means if you're caught committing a crime, you'll get executed for it. If the executioner is caught committing a crime, he'll get put in this new guillotine structure.
Oh my god.
He's understandably freaked out, but luckily, we can use Minecraft's new bundle item to cover up his head. I also thought about adding
Yo!
an electric chair like this, but Minecraft has redstone instead of electricity, so I made it a redstone chair instead, which turns you from a useless criminal into a useful redstone machine. You can
Right,
even
right.
breed redstone machines together to make really useful stuff like a sand duplicator. I'm letting you attach Steve to 5 different horses so that you can do this next time.
Yo, something's wrong with this nigga.
I added heart disease to Minecraft.
Right.
If you eat too much pork, your hearts will start to get diseased, and you'll start to experience these random chest pains. This obviously damages the stuff inside your chest, so like damaged blocks are going to end up looking like this.
Stuff inside your chest. Not your chest, but that's in your okay.
And a damaged totem of undying will only bring you half back to
Right.
life. But
What
the more
the-
heart disease you have, the more chest pain you'll have, to the point where you'll have to start feeding painkillers to all your chests to keep your items safe.
Right.
We don't actually know how painkillers work in real life. So in Minecraft, you can only get painkillers from naturally spawning painkiller ore. And to stay
Right.
consistent with Minecraft's game design, you can obviously make painkiller armor, which looks sick, as well as painkiller swords, which actually strengthen whatever they hit, and painkiller
Yo, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga, bro?
as well as painkiller swords, which actually strengthen whatever
Right.
they hit, and painkiller pickaxes, which do the same thing but for blocks. This means you can get a ton of painkillers from one strong painkiller ore block. I'm adding the top comment next time. So like and subscribe.
Just giving niggas painkillers, bro. And you know what, Fingees? Hell yeah. All right, man. That has been the end of Fingees, bro. If you guys want me to check out some more Fingees stuff, make sure you're liking the video, subscribing. I don't think there's many things of his we haven't seen yet, but I'll try to find some if we haven't, you know what I'm saying? That's all if you run this up, man. Like the video, subscribe. Go subscribe to Fingees. He'll be linked in the description. And I'll catch y'all in the next one, man. Us.